I'm Gursimran Singh for Republic Digit on 27th of June, and it's Friday. The operation that started yesterday morning in the Basantgarh area of Udhampur has now surpassed the 30 odds. One Jaish-e-Mohammad terrorist has been neutralized by the security forces. They had put about the presence of 4 terrorists, a big group of Jaish in the area, after which the operations were launched. This is one of the toughest operations in Jammu and Kashmir in the recent past, as the area where the operations are being conducted is at an altitude of more than 13,500 feet, where the forces are operating. Now, it's very important, as one of the terrorists who has been neutralized is one of the top commanders of Jaish-e-Mohammad that was sent from across the border, but now has been neutralized by the security forces. This operation is now entering an advanced stage, with the weather clearing up and the forces entering the dense forest in the upper reaches of the Basantgarh's Kurur Nala. Importantly, this operation was launched on the specific intelligence input of the Indian Army. The 5 key points about this operation and the success that has come to the security forces so far. The first is that this was a pure Pakistani group that has now been trapped by the security forces, and one of its commanders has been wiped out in the ongoing operation. The second key point is the place where these terrorists were operating. Never had been in the history of recent terrorism in the Jammu region that the forces have operated at this high altitude. More than 4,000 meters or 13,500 feet is the altitude where the security forces are operating. All the forces for this operation were airdropped by the Indian Army as well as the Jammu and Kashmir police, so as to ensure that terrorists do not get a chance to sneak out from this area. The third and the most important is the Pakistan SSG role. All the terrorists that are part of this group, they are the SSG trained commandos. They are given specialized training by the Pakistani Army regulars as well as their special service commandos, so that they can inflict maximum damage to the security forces. The fourth point is their jungle warfare training. These terrorists, those who are well known to the area, they have survived here at this altitude in this area despite the deployment of the security forces. Was their training for the jungle warfare. They were trained in such a manner that they can survive in the jungle warfare and also can carry out the surprise attack, which they did in the Kathua, which they did in Udhampur's Basantgarh, and also in the upper reaches of Doda, because they were given a territory to move in. The fifth and the most important point is the survival and the demography of the area that was purely known to these terrorists. These terrorists have entered the Indian territory. It was in the month of April 2024 when they sneaked in from the international border area, likely in Samba Kathua, but lies a possibility of them getting into the Indian territory from Pathankot as well. They first settled themselves down. For the first 5 months after their infiltration, they were seen nowhere, no encounter, nothing. The first intercept was in the month of September 2024 when in the Dhannu Parole area of Kathua, they got trapped but somehow managed to escape from the security forces, in which the brave hearts of the Jammu and Kashmir police and the CRPF made the supreme sacrifice. And then for all this time, they were actually getting used to this very area, and that's why they have been trapped at 13,500 feet altitude, which makes it very clear that they were making them actually acclimatized to this very area so that they can survive for a longer period of time. The Inspector General of the Jammu Zone, Bhim Sen Tuti, has spoken to Republic about this big success of bringing down a Pakistani commander and how the forces are operating at this area. Listen in.
देखिए पूरे स्ट्रेच में यदि हम लखनपुर से बनिहाल तक की बात करें, एक बहुस्तरीय सुरक्षा या मल्टी टियर सिक्योरिटी का अरेंजमेंट इस बार हम लोग कर रहे हैं। ऐसा नहीं है कि पहले यह नहीं होता था, पहले भी होता था, लेकिन इस बार उसकी व्यवस्था पहले से मुझे लगता है कि बेहतर तरीके से की जा रही है। इस बार लखनपुर से लेकर के जो जम्मू का स्ट्रेच है, पहले वहां रोड ओपनिंग पार्टी की व्यवस्था नहीं होती थी, इस बार उसकी भी व्यवस्था की गई है। पूरे एनएच के स्ट्रेच पर सीसीटीवी कवरेज है और उसमें फेशियल रिकॉग्निशन सिस्टम्स जो हैं वो डिप्लॉयड है। जैसे मैंने पहले कहा कहा कि ड्रोन का इस्तेमाल बड़ा सोच समझ के करने की आवश्यकता है और उसका इस्तेमाल जहां भी जरूरत पड़ेगा वहां हम करेंगे। बसंतगढ़ में ये एनकाउंटर कल से चल रहा है। 4 आतंकवादी थे जिसमें से एक को हम लोगों ने कल ही न्यूट्रलाइज किया, बाकी 3 की तलाश आज जारी है। तकरीबन 183 कंपनी हम लोगों ने डिप्लॉय किया है पूरी व्यवस्था में।
We will be back on Republic Digital right as we get the more breaking news with regards to this mega operation that is underway in the upper reaches of Udhampur.